About 2 weeks ago, I was traveling with a tour group. We were in Port Huron, Michigan, and Pastor James Jones, a Community Baptist Church, took several of us and our tour group out walleye fishing. And we were fishing on the St. Clair River, which is the border of the United States and Canada. And it was about midnight, and we were fishing that night for walleye, and on the river there's a current flowing in one direction. And everything in the river was going in one direction. But we wanted to fish in one specific spot. So in order to do that, in order to not continue to flow with everyone and everything else, we had to drop an anchor and refuse to drift. So in this refusing to drift segment, we're going to talk about the T word, technology. When it comes to technology, pastors don't understand it. Youth pastors preach against it. Your parents ignore it, but you're obsessed with it. In the past 10 years, technology has grown to fundamentally change the way we live. 91% of teenagers access the internet from a smartphone. The other 9%, their parents won't let them have a phone. And that's okay. In fact, that's probably pretty good. Technology has changed the way we spend our time, the way we build our relationships, and what we have access to. One way that we can find ourselves drifting with technology is in the area of how much of our time it takes up. Since these years, these teenage years, are such crucial times of curiosity and have included a growing amount of technological use, this topic of technology becomes a very important factor in a teenager's spiritual success. It becomes a very important factor in the adult's spiritual success also. Now, my goal today is not to condemn technology. In fact, I love technology. I use technology. I have a smartphone myself. It's 5 years old, but I still have one. So I don't want to condemn your cell phone or your iPad or your tablet or your computer. But for a few minutes this afternoon, I want to bring attention to some key areas in which teenagers drift in these ways of technology. Let's start off by looking at a great feature on YouTube. The autoplay feature of YouTube allows you to watch clip after clip after clip without even lifting a finger. YouTube will automatically choose your next video for you. They will load it and play it immediately after each video ends. This allows you to watch hours and hours of content without even moving a single muscle. Facebook has a new feature built right into your news feed. This feature allows you to watch a video on the bottom corner of your screen while you continue to scroll through your news feed. You can watch a full video without missing a single post, update, status change, or life and death situation with one of your friends posted on their news feed. Streaming services like Netflix. Yeah, they are our main source for entertaining ourselves. We would rather binge watch a few seasons of a show within just a few days rather than waiting a whole week to watch the next episode on television. Now, with the integration of streaming services with your favorite devices from your TV, your console, your telephone, or your tablet, you can take with you your favorite shows anywhere you go to continuously watch them and be entertained. Studies have shown that 63% of teenagers are on YouTube every single day. 66% of teenagers are on Facebook. Teens spend an average of 2 hours a day on Netflix. The average teenager, listen to this one, the average teenager spends 9 hours a day connected somehow connected online. 9 hours a day connected, and on average, 7 minutes outside. 7 minutes outside. Did you know, young people? Did you know that it only takes 11 minutes a day to read your Bible through in 1 year? 11 minutes a day. Now, I love technology. I utilize it. It's a tool. It's an incredible asset. It's made life so much easier, so much more enjoyable in so many ways. But I'm going to tell you something today. It can be a serious time waster. Let me ask you a few questions. Be honest with yourselves now. How many of you, the first thing you looked at when you woke up this morning was a cell phone? Yeah. How many of you, listen, how many of you, the last thing you looked at before you went to sleep last night was a cell phone? How many of you have looked at your phone since I've been up here speaking? Yeah. I got to tell you, I've been having withdrawals just in the past few minutes to pull it out and check on the updates. Think about this, young people. How many hours have you spent connected to technology in the past year? When was the last time that you took time to read your Bible on your own? Not in church, not in youth group, not in Christian school, not in youth conference. When was the last time you took time to read your Bible on your own outside of church? How many of you could honestly say that you've read your Bible through one time in your whole life? 11 minutes a day. Another way we use technology today is Instagram. Instagram has made it easy to like a photo, make a comment, or share a post instantly with your friends. You can add photos or videos to your story that are funny. You can let people know exactly where you are, exactly what you're doing, exactly who you're with, and exactly what you're eating. Multiple times throughout the day. How many of you took a picture of your Lunchable today, your Uncrustable, and sent it to somebody? Yeah. Snapchat. That's what I was afraid of. Snapchat offers new filters every day that encourage you to come back over and over and over again and take funny pictures of yourself and put hilarious filters on to send it to people all over the place and have fun with your friends. 87% of teenagers have actually witnessed cyberbullying. 1 in 3 teenagers say that they feel more accepted online than they do in real life. Social media initially claimed to give us the ability to connect with people that are distanced from us. Yet it has become the most preferred method of communication with even our closest friends. Admit it. You have messaged a person you were sitting at the same table with because it was easier to send them a message than it was to actually speak to them. Yeah. This leads us, some of you are messaging somebody sitting next to you right now. And this leads us, young people, to the second drift of technology. The first one was time wasting. The second drift in technology is relationships. We have become so focused on How many likes can I get? How many followers can I have? How many shares does my post get? How many comments do I get? How many views do I get? How many digital friends do I have? And so focused on pleasing the world that we forget about pleasing God. We forget about pleasing our parents, our youth pastors, our leaders, and other important relationships in our lives. So much time is spent cultivating our online presence that we're losing the ability to communicate with people face to face. Technology, with all of its benefits, is, if we're not careful, very damaging to our flesh and blood relationships. 1 out of every 5 teenagers say that they use a device to hide things from their parents. 1 out of every 5. 47% of teenagers admit that they've gone to sites or viewed things that their parents would not approve of. The third way technology can cause us to drift is that it provides unlimited access to sin. First, many teens will fall innocently. You'll be innocently scrolling down YouTube, not looking for anything bad, just looking for funny cat videos. Then all of a sudden, on the sidebar, a suggestion will pop up that you know is wrong, but curiosity gets the best of you. Second, many teens will fall very quickly. In the matter of minutes, a teen can be exposed to enough of the world to have a lasting effect on your life. It does not take very long. Thirdly, many teens fall secretly. After falling innocently and quickly, many of you in this room have created habits based in secrecy. Texts are deleted. Histories are wiped clean, allowing you to develop a life of sin in absolute secrecy. YouTube offers a variety of features that are unique to every user's preference. For those of you that don't like YouTube autoplaying and choosing the video for you, they've provided a suggestion bar since it was created. This allows you to see some related and some unrelated videos with similar themes and content that YouTube thinks that you might enjoy. Snapchat has disappearing photos and deleting texts. Snapchat provides an alternative of communication method that gives the user control over their conversations. You can choose how long a person views a photo that you've sent. You can delete a conversation when you swipe out of them, and you can be even notified when somebody else screenshots your picture so that you know who has access to what you sent. Snapchat also has a feature called Explore. This provides unfiltered access to sinful, obscene, inappropriate content. It even includes topics like Cosmo After Dark that is only available after midnight on weekends. The days of buying music is a way of the past, with advancements in music apps like Pandora, Spotify, Apple Music, and others. Music is available to be shuffled through, and artists, albums, or genres can be selected with free accounts or premium accounts that let you choose each individual song. With one free download, it opens a door to all the music that the world has to offer. The devil will send you a temptation. Then he'll remind you that nobody else is around. Nobody's looking, and nobody's going to find out. He thrives in secrecy. Here's a good way. Here's a good way to determine if you're using technology correctly. If your parents or your youth pastor or your pastor took your phone and they knew your passcode, and could unlock your phone and see everything that you had done in the past week. Every text message you sent, every photo you took, every video you took, every website you visited, every conversation you had that you think you wiped clean. If they could open it up and look at everything you had done in the past week, would that scare you? The real dangers with technology today, young people, are what we allow, who we ignore, and where we explore. We allow technology, it's not a bad thing, but we allow it to take our time, so much of it. We allow it to force us to ignore those relationships in our lives that matter the most. And we use it to explore the open door of sin. So where are you today? Where are you today? Are you giving up valuable time to something so worthless? Have you begun to allow technology to ruin your flesh and blood relationships? Are you beginning to digging into secret sins, assuming that it's not going to hurt you? Wherever you are in the progression, remember that drifting can begin in the palm of your hand. Control technology. Don't let it control you. Refuse to drift.